So it's time to make predictions for this weekend shows. For you, I'm gonna have you predict NXT Takeover and WrestleMania 34. Let's go ahead and get an NXT Takeover. Non-sanctioned match, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. I thought NXT did a supreme job filming this outside where they could hold it off on TV. They are really good at that. Hear more of my great NXT takes on FightfulSelect.com. Subscribe now. If Johnny Gargano wins, he's back in NXT. Cool way to get around all this. Ciampa hasn't wrestled since the night of the turn. How do you think it goes?
If Johnny Gargano wins, he's back in NXT. To me, that stipulation kind of muddies it, because I was thinking, oh, Johnny got to win this. He's got to win this. He loses everything. It's a perfect match for him to win, but I feel like they're ready for him to move on. So I don't know. I mean, listen, either way, this match is been built up forever. Like, go back to their CWC match where Ciampa thinks better of ending the life of Johnny Gargano, and instead of pulling the knee pad down for his knee finisher, he pulls it back up, and he thinks better of it. And because he hesitates, Johnny Gargano gets the roll up for the win. Like, and then afterwards, Ciampa won't shake his hand, but then he comes back and puts his arm around him. Like, this has been building forever and ever and ever and ever, even before the heel turn. This is going to be a match with amazing, unreal amount of stakes. In that case, I gotta say Johnny has to win this, otherwise he loses every match that he's in.
Yes, I would agree. Johnny Gargano, I have winning this. NXT North American Championship ladder match. This is going to be an interesting ladder match because so many of the components are not typical ladder match ingredients. The debuting EC3, the debuting Ricochet, Adam Cole, Lars Sullivan, Velveteen Dream, Killian Dane. EC3 cut one hell of an intro promo last week. Ricochet made his presence felt by just walking out of a door. Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, they're there. They're there. Adam Cole will be a story because he's pulling double duty. Velveteen Dream has I don't know about quietly, but quickly developed into one of the most exciting workers in the world, in my opinion. Who do you think wins this? Because I think they go the EC3 route right off the bat.
I think that Ricochet is in position to win and is taken out by EC3, who then wins it. I think that's your first feud over that belt.
If they have EC3 lose in that fashion too, and him turn maniacal over this, because this whole deal is that he's an entitled character. I think that could work too.
Yeah, this match is gonna be all kinds of amazing. Like, I still don't even know what the hell's gonna go on with Adam Cole. Like, him pulling double duty is like is a weird red herring to me. Like, they might figure out a way for him to not do one of these things or something. Like, oh, he was injured in the tag match. Now who's gonna be his replacement? Surprise thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of stuff they could do with this because it's NXT, and they can do whatever they want. They're NXT.
Well, shout out to NXT for not stripping or vacating the title.
Yeah.
That being Undisputed Era because of Bobby Fish's injury. You got 3 guys in the group. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let them do what they got to do. They defend against Authors of Pain, Roderick Strong, and Pete Dunne. This is for the NXT Tag Team Championship and the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Normally, I'd go with Authors of Pain because quite frankly, I think they should be champions forever. If I'm WWE, I'm bringing up Authors of Pain immediately. I'm sticking them with Samoa Joe, and I have your God-level heels. So I'm going to go with Undisputed Era retaining. But see, I don't know if they would want to go with Cole and O'Reilly there. Strong and Dunn, I don't know if they would go that route because Dunn's got a championship. I don't know if they would want those two to tag. Ultimately, I'm going to go with Undisputed Era retaining.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to retain, and I feel like it's a possibility they retain, and then Adam Cole begs off of the other match because, you know, like, I'm injured, William Regal, you can't make me go. I just, you know, like, whatever, something like that. I agree with you. Authors of Pain is absolutely a Raw after Mania call up. Like, to me, like that's a no-brainer. And I think that something in this match causes Strong and Dunn to fall apart as a team, and they start a little thing over the UK Championship because their stuff has been really great. I like their like hesitant respect they have for each other, but you know that's very, very tenuous. By the way, low key, just like in doing my catch up of stuff over the past since Royal Rumble, like Pete Dunne is a star. That guy's so good. If he was like 6'4", he'd be a top 2 guy in this company. Like
he should be on 205 Live
good.
Now. Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. There's a cloud of Ronda Rousey on this because Shayna Baszler could win this, become NXT champion, continue a great feud. I could see it now. Ember Moon jumps off with the Eclipse, gets caught in the rear naked choke. That's it. Or maybe to appease a Ronda Rousey, they're like, all right, go ahead and bring up Shayna Baszler too. We'll get that thing going. However, I get the feeling some other friends will soon be added to that performance center. So do you want to take her away from there when she could help them so much? There's a lot of like internal questions in regards to this. Either way, I think it's going to be an awesome match. Who do you have winning?
I think Baszler takes it, and I think I would not be surprised to see Ember Moon like added to like SmackDown or something. Just because, especially if Asuka winds up there, beating Charlotte, and Asuka becomes a champion, Ember Moon showing up to say, "Hey, remember me?" Like that'd be really great. I'd watch that on Tuesdays. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. Like NXT, what I love about NXT so much right now is all of these matches. I go, I don't know, man. Yeah. There's a lot to like, and that's what I love about wrestling is where I don't know who's going to win.
It's the best. It's the best, and that's
the best. It really
that's the case with every single match on this card, maybe except Gargano and Ciampa, because I think that they will provide a happy ending for Gargano.
You could convince me that Ciampa wins, and Gargano shows up on 205 Live and becomes the next champ.
Sure.
Like, you could absolutely convince me of that.
Andrade Cien Almas, Aleister Black. Quite frankly, I think the build to this has been bad. I haven't liked the build to it at all. The Aleister Black promo about Zelina being short, I was like,
that was out of character for him.
So dumb. He's better seen and not heard. However, this match is going to rule. It's going to be a great match.
Especially when you consider that it was Black's first match versus Andrade when he debuted. Like, there's a lot of history between these two. I like that a lot.
And the beauty of Andrade Cien Almas is they can run back matches 4 or 5 times with him, and they're always just as good. My cousin just started taking in WWE again, and I sent him that match between Almas and Gargano, and he was like, my God. He had no clue who they were, was invested in both of them by the end of the match. Oh, my God, I can't wait to see the transitions in and out of the Black Mass.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Who do you think takes this one?
I don't know. Like, this is this is one of those things where for so many takeovers in a row, the build to the NXT championship match has been the build.
Yeah. And
this has been like, I'd like to see Aleister Black versus Andrade Almas, but I don't really have any reason why that's like a must see, except for the fact that I like these two guys as competitors. So I think the match is going to be amazing, but like I could honestly see either outcome leading to a lot of different things because each guy has a host of possible challengers. And that's what I love is that I honestly don't know if this feud continues or whatever. Drew McIntyre is going to be back at some point. You know, like there's a lot of guys out there. Everybody who's in that North American title picture, there's all kinds of stuff. I think that there's more they can do with Almas. And it all depends on what they want to do with Aleister Black because I know they love him.
They do love him a lot.
He's main roster ready. So if he loses, he could show up on Raw on 2 nights later.
Like, what more does he need from a mic perspective? Like, he's not the kind of guy.
My best friend who loves wrestling too says his dream partner for Braun Strowman is Aleister Black. I'm like, I don't think that's ever going to happen. But what a great idea of like, well, now he shows up. Holy hell! How are you going to beat those two guys? You know,
somebody in our chat says they're advertising almost as NXT champ for NXT Live in May. That doesn't matter. They disregard a lot of that stuff.